Before I went into this episode, I actually had a pretty good feeling about it, and while I wouldn't say that it was completely unfounded, the episode didn't do all that much to impress me either. The thing is, I'm not entirely sure why I had a good feeling going into this one. I just kind of did. I mean, I knew that the ratings on IMDb weren't all that high, but for some reason, I just had a good feeling going into this one. So this episode is set in the 1970s, if I do recall correctly, and in it our TARDIS team discovers an underwater city called Atlantis, what the show literally calls fish people, a mad scientist, and also there's this bit where the Doctor wears a disguise, and that just kind of amused me. So ultimately this episode doesn't completely work, but I find what I like the most about it is that it isn't just another historical episode of Doctor Who. I'm kind of getting tired of those because they tend not to interest me that much. But this one goes for something else. It's set a little bit in the future and has a civilization of people that are completely separate to the normal world. It's kind of fun, if at times too over the top. When I say over the top, I'm primarily referring to the mad scientist. This guy is honestly just too much. I mean, he's very stereotypical mad scientist, but I think the reasons this didn't bother me that much is that, to my recollection, I don't think Doctor Who has done that before, so it doesn't really bother me all that much when they do it here because I haven't seen it a lot, whereas the historical episodes are just so frequent that I get tired of them, because while they are set in different settings, they feel just too similar to each other. So hopefully that makes sense. I suppose I should note the fish people for a moment. I'm not sure if they work for me in this. I mean, they definitely don't completely, but I'm not sure to what extent they worked for me. Part of me thought that this design looked stupid, and the other part of me also thought it looked kind of cool, so I don't know really. They didn't really bother me. I guess they were kind of cheesy, and if people make fun of them, then I wouldn't be surprised, but whatever. My biggest problem with them is that they are called fish people. So in terms of our main cast, Polly is a little less useless in this one, but she still is mostly, and she's just kind of there. I mean, I think she did one thing that was useful. Ben is alright. He's a person, but he hasn't done much for me, really, to get to know him that well or anything. I don't know. Both of them are just kind of there. I said that I was going to keep my eye on Jamie, and I have been. I do like his reactions to things, because he is super out of element, even more so considering the time period that he came from. I don't know, I definitely don't know him that well, but I just kind of enjoy his presence on screen. Also, I've been really enjoying Patrick Troughton as the Doctor. He's loads of fun a lot of the time, but he can also get serious when he needs to. I forget exactly how it went, but he was asking somebody if they could do something, and the guy responded that
it'll take a great gift of the gab to win over the fish people, you know. But you are Irish.
And that it just kind of made me smile, because that kind of fun little compliment is the kind of thing that I would expect the Doctor to say. So I liked that. Overall, this episode is decent enough, if not particularly remarkable. I liked that it was different from some of the episodes that have become more common in Doctor Who. I enjoyed Jamie as a companion, and I'm really enjoying Patrick Troughton as the Doctor. The Underwater Menace earns a rating of 7 out of 10. If you join me again this coming Sunday, then I will be reviewing The Moon Base. I have already seen it, and I have thoughts about it. I can say that much, but nothing else. So, yeah, join me next Sunday for a discussion on The Moon Base, what I think about it, what you think about it. We'll talk about that there. So anyway, that's going to do it for now, folks. Thank you for watching. Take care, and have a lovely week.